Good morning, everyone. Today is a Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing well. The day is confusing. But that's how it is. I hope you guys are doing well. Antonio Random Things VIP, Mugalasi Joshua Mix Farm Yombia Mac Murad K Momo VIP, Tusime Eddie Hashim Football Tribe Travel Live Vlog Wabuyi Nelson Brige Kakai Nathan Jones Info Paul Sema VIP Godfriend Tambala Kato Muhammad Lucky Mose. Yes, I know no message in Jibakwese. We held for review. But I hope you guys are doing well. Yaleman Africa. Tomboy Juma, how are you? You have been lost. Where have you been? Yeah. Talib Luciba. Chairman Zach, I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, wherever you are. I don't know. There is a message that has been held for inappropriate. I don't know whose message that is. But I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. Today is a Wednesday, yeah. Middle of the week. Omaka no tugutwala, we are in month 8. Do you know what that means? It means we only have about 4 months to go. Because we have you should have done 60%, accomplished 60% of your goals by now. Remember, you set timelines for yourself. Try to mark. You set timelines, and you said the first quarter I'll do this, the second quarter I'll do this, then the third quarter I'll do this, and then the fourth quarter I'll do this. Kakati tugenda kuyingira mu quarter egenda okusemba yogwebera ng'okimanyi kati mu quarter eyokusatu. And you need to remind yourself what you set up to do. And today I have a question for you. Does your extended family, and by extended family, the moment you become an adult, a family, that means you get a man or a woman, and then you have at least one child, then everyone else becomes the extended family. Your mother is extended, your father is extended, your mother is extended, your father is extended, yeah. Your sisters and brothers are extended family. We can stop your family, you know, Zara, your mwana. But your child is your child and husband, wife, those are your nuclear family. And the rest of the people have now become extended family. So, and then the question is, Omwana wu yakubye ekitaala. Omwana wu yakubye ekitaala. Mumulabye. Aba abasajja abakuba ebitaala abo beetaaga fine nga nnene ng'okuyita ku kitala bwe bakwatako osasule million nga 3. I think those are like reforms that we need right now. Bwe bakwata ng'oyise ku kitala bakuba ekipapula kya million 3. Oba ne bakutwala ne bakusiba oba ne bakuteeka mu kooti osasule million 6 musanvu ku muvi. I think that's how people will stop running the red light. Yeah. But you guys, how are you? Does your extended family influence your choice of car? Ronald M. Kasendwa VIP, good morning. Samuel Okiria, Talib, yes we are na yenga leero kedde nnyo. Nkedde nnyo. Munange ennaku zino kati nkeera. Kati ntandise okutwala abatabani ku ssomero. Luli mbadde neewumuzaamuko nga abatabani bagenda ku ssomero nga bawumuddemu. Kati abatabani bazzeemu. Kati awo okeera kuba kwa shuwa ddiiru nnyo ate nange nsobole okutuuka kukola emirimu egyange. Luli mbadde ngenda direct ku mirimu egyange. Naye kati mbagina okwetooloola. Nemmwe abasajja ababulira enjiri nga batabuse. Tebaagala mugende mugeyeena. Geyeena nga tewoneka. As we are speaking right now, someone is like to another person. That ndi wano kumpi natera okutuuka mugulogera kukola yoki. Abamu ku mugulu lyabalemada nga ne bagamba batya. Olaba ne bapasita abamu bennyini balimba kati nga ne pasita yennyini mugenda naye mugeyeena. Yeah, Jay Sekaja, good morning. So does your extended family influence your choice of a car, and why or why not? Personally, when I had just started buying a car, I thought that asajja benyi bayitidde alone bana abali mu gomesi ne kanzu. Ate nga bawala bato bavubuka bato. Eggulu lyagalwa bantu bange. So anyway guys, you mean that term started esawa eno bali mu curriculum ndala muko Jayce Kaja. That's how timelines zaabwe zikyuka muko. Lucky Moze tennaba naye gundi curriculum yaba nekyuka muko katono. Kyovola ba timeline zikyuka nti baba bagira nga abalala bawumudde bawumula nga abalala bali kusoma. Curriculum yabwe ekyuka muko katono. Yeah. Kigoze Stanley ababuuza kabagamba mwasuze mutya muli mutya. Godfrey Tambara agambye my family cannot influence the type of vehicle I can drive kubanga sitambula nabo every time. Totambula nabo every time. Do you even move with them? Kati zine motoka gyendimu, no person from my extended family has ever sat in it. The people I work with have sat in my car, but my extended family has not sat in my car at all. Tebatulanga namuko. I think the last like 3 to 4 vehicles I've owned, no person from my extended family has sat in my cars, which together, and for me that informs my decision. When I was just starting to buy, had just bought my first car, we really did not have another kind like ewa jajjai. Ba auntie bange wonna ba uncle bange tiwali alina motoka. So we literally had an ambulance for the family. Nga bwe tuba tulinawo ekizibu emmotoka gyeŋŋamba nti kakati family yaffe erina emmotoka. Nti bwe tufuna obuzibu ewa jjajja ewaani emmotoka yange weeri no matter what. Edduukirira. That's literally how I used to think. And then I realized then that the extended family start taking advantage of you. Jangu, come and take us here. They don't buy fuel. Remember, they're not contributing on maintenance, engine service, buying of tires and all that. They don't contribute, but somehow your car is always supposed to be available when they need to go somewhere. So that's the one thing I realized about that. And then with time, of course, people started buying their own cars, which is a very good thing. That means the family is actually progressing. And then abantu abamu babadde bakuba amasimu, come give us lifts, come take us here. Kati abo tebakyakuba because they also have their own cars, which tegeera. And then I started realizing that the car was actually a personal decision. It's not a decision you make on behalf of the family, that my family, my uncle needs this, my dad needs this, my mom needs this. I find that as a family grows, then we should try as much as possible to encourage everyone to buy cars. That's why I find, for me, I tell you that this year, if you have one car, buy a second one. If you don't have a car, buy your first car. If you have 2 cars, buy 3 cars to soke to come out, which again. So that better on the moroka joyazika. If you're buying cars, funachi hari all model sisi nkumi satu. Now the people that want to borrow cars overweigh you. Hari nkumi satu. You say that way you have a car that can do as an ambulance. Hari yankubi satu baina chibagenda gikola mkujono nobachi kubanga n'okugivuga bajja bate bagiswa naye ng'ebeerawo gende kama kuwe hariya gende kama kuwe hariya okitegeera kugamba eswagaalirya naye ne mwafuta akolaki ajiwira. That way you're encouraging them to actually go and buy their own cars that don't consume a lot of fuel, because they're going to be complaining to you that you have given them a car that actually consumes money. Antonio, emizigo gijo gye mbaagaliza abantu bange for the love of cars. Mugirabye emizigo network tukozeko emikolo. Sorry guys. Arthur, I'm a starter. Someone is selling me a Carib of 6.5, or can I get a bit so around 8 million? Both is possible. Yeah, both is possible. Wakachechiresewo network eriwa ggulu ndabaga wali accident kwe bridge. So does your extended family influence your choice of car? When I realized nti mugulu teri beer tobacco ebintu bya singing praises all the time, now nembi esonyiwa at least nja kusigala wano ate oyinza okusigalawo whether what or what, you are going to heaven or hell. Extended family shouldn't even know you own a vehicle. Baroko. Extended family shouldn't even know that you have a vehicle. Banga baroko. Guys, kabali wate ngobatidde nnyo balogo naye nga amazima gakyali awe nange extended family engityamuko singa nange extended family engityamuko naye ate tuneekweka tunaatya bagirata waliwo olugero lw'Oluganda balukozesa mu cafe. But me, I'm actually not scared of the extended family. I just keep my distance from them, because the moment you're not close to a bunch of people, then you don't know what they think about you, and yeah, and I think that it's nemwe bantu mwenga mutomera nnyo ezemoroka zonna zizo ezo zonna za accident bantu mwe mutomera nnyo, and it's not a good thing. King Daniels, good morning. Switch to MTN. Airtel is funny nowadays. Even MTN, I have MTN at office, but I had to switch to Airtel because MTN wasn't doing it for me. Mwana ati akubi echita bana twetagayo I think twetaga tukoleyo ka petition nabona musajja mukulu naye olowoleza mu kkubo. Twetaga tukoleyo ka petition akaleeta ekipapula ky'okkuba ekitaala nga kya miliyoni nga 3 million, and like at 3 million nga kipapula kya express, nga batuyagala kya express ng'emmotoka ogitwala ogiteeka police ng'olinde kooti basobola okukuwa bondi noddeewo n'owooza ng'ovawuwo naye nga kasita gokukka mu v kyandibadde nga actually tebakuwa prison time nga bakutwala mu kooti, the only fine omusango kukka miliyoni 6 nga bakutwala ndibagala okukuba express ticket yokuba ekyo ekirala miliyoni 3 n'ogigana nga bakutwala mu kooti. Once they take you to court and it proves that and it's proven that you actually beat the traffic light, then you pay 6 million. You get you pay 6 million. Abantu bajalekera okuba ebitaala, and I find that it's mostly taxi drivers and the lorry drivers that do that. Bakuba ebitaala because batambula mu 2,200 zibawa abasirikale. Okitegeera batambula ne 2,200 zibawa abasirikale. Kati newesanga nti owa traffic bwakuba ekita owa taxi bwakuba ekitaala leero n'akikuba enkya conductor, because the conductors graduate to drivers, then also the conductor will do the same thing tomorrow. Not a proper thing. So I find one of the reasons why people still drive the way they drive is because we don't have serious fines, and even some of the fines that they have are not implemented. I think if the fines were upped, maybe maybe then even the salaries of the police officers would be increased, because then the government would have enough money, and the government would have enough money to pay them. I mean, bwotandika okukuba ekipapula eky'emiliyoni 3 ekyokuyita ku bitaala, then oba osobola okusasula omusirikale emitwalo 6 oba emitwalo 7 egubawo emitwalo 4, like SPC mbw afuna emitwalo kati 42. William Chiwalabye, good morning. Nze extended family nabaddukako nasigaza taata na mama, the rest nabaddukako bali baloga nemwe bagayi ate kati nga mwongere okunkanga. I find that family should not be like that. I find that families should be there for each other. Family should not at any one point strive to harm other people. So we went about these things of family harming each other. You guys, I've been seeing a lot of stories of singers, mothers, harming their own daughters because they don't want them to go to Kwanjula properly or weddings. Have you seen those stories? We were there with Mama Ban yesterday talking. We exchange money. Because it seems like now extended families get angry when some people are getting happiness, when some people are getting like weddings, Kwanjulas, the extended family, and they want the Kwanjulas to go. Have you seen those stories? Yeah, I don't know what to think about. People used to do housewarmings and like invite their families. Now people no longer want to do those things because you get. But when did we get there? When did we get to a point where you have to be sad when someone is achieving, where you want to harm someone that is achieving? Someone does here kwa Anjula, they invite you, and then you want them to die, and then you poison them. And recently, I was told of a story. One of the the most talented dancers in Uganda, he went to adjudicate at a certain school as an adjudicator. For the guys that don't know adjudicators are these guys when you do competition, the guys that decide this is the winner. He was the chief adjudicator, and at the time of food, and for him, so they bring him food, he eats, and after eating, and then he went. Taxi. You put me at a clinic. I think cannulas to terrorize the poison. I think I don't know how the world got to a place where we feel bad because someone is a little above us. I find that we should, when someone goes ahead of you, don't feel bad. Just look at it, or you. When someone gets better, just think to yourself, okay, that is one less person to beg from me. That's the positive way to see it. If I told you a very bad-mannered person, think about it like, that's one less person that I won't have to give free money, that I won't have to give food, that I won't have to house. Every time someone gets better, you should at least be happy that they will not beg you anymore. That's a very bad thing. William Chewala nakubuzizako Kutosi Nicholas Edwin ekitala techibalo bond, you must pay. There is no time for court. You have crossed a light at a court for what? Ati abantu bawakana sichikubye ekipapula kitaka kubacha million billing nga oboga benguzo ogaba ya mitwala 5. People would stop. What will I talk about it? Omuntu kyetagisa n'obeerayo ne ka fielder as a personal car ne extra ba GDI for giving out just in case. Ate nga GDI bitamba ya petrol. Wetaaga bana abantu abasabe emmotoka. Buli muntu yali badde alina emmotoka gy'agabira abasaba. Bw'obeera mu neighborhood ng'olina abasaba mpa ku mmotoka. Obeerawo n'ekimotoka nga kya kisisi 1,500 nga ky'ogaba. Togaana! naye ng'omanya avuga okuvaana okutuuka wali ogwo mutwalo eyo gy'ogaba ng'okimanya nti bwe baba bagivuga ku kyalo abaana bo nga bagivuga etuuka ku dduuka neekomawo ogwo mutwalo okitegeera. Hell bwebanga is real ebyaddala I will go there. However, to me I feel we Africans we just ascend to spiritual world after. There is no spiritual world. You guys, once you die, you die. There is nothing. Obo food. Good morning, Arthur. Yes, good morning, Sebugwa Medi. Nayate banange, does dog work if you have done nothing? Munange Jay Sakaja, you'll be surprised. Sometimes I think it works. Although my grandmother told me, bwetologa muntu bwe banaakuloga bijja baddira. That's what she told me. But me, I find that there is no reason for me to go and bewitch you. Me, I find that we should actually strive to empower the people that we are with. Omanyirwachi, you guys have seen court proceedings where they say, yani gwe bakutene balemeza mukomera nga bagamba abantu be yaleso mweyimirira tikuli wa buvunanyizibwa. So whatever happens, guys, try as much as possible to empower the people around you, so that if you ever need the bail, abantu abavunanyizibwa nabasobola okujja ne bakweyimirira okitegeera. Sebugwawo Medies Kutotsi Nicholas mwana extended family these days teina kyegasa. They just target at taking advantage of the little you get. One over wabaddewo accident ki mujjukira wembalaza eri wago nembaga ku bridge waliyo ekiriyo bantu baleka beetomedde wano. Ekirungi ekiriwo nti wa boda na boda naye it seems like someone has fallen over the bridge n'agwa eri. Kirabika omuntu agudde over the bridge n'agwa eri wansi. Seems serious. So ke kabadde kalese kajjamukaawo. So anyway, guys, does the extended family influence? And by the way, guys, by extended family in Zenga Arthur, anybody that is not my wife or my sons is extended family. What's second? Anybody that is not my wife, my kids, kumyaka jendiko is extended family. What's second? Because to in a nuclear family, then we have extended family. Nuclear family, according to primary English or primary SST, the nuclear family has mother, father, children. That's nuclear. Anybody else is extended. I know it hurts for people that are close to their parents, but the moment you marry or get married, your parents are extended family. I tell my guy, do you actually think hell exists? Me, I don't think hell exists. Me, I think that heaven and hell are here on earth. Wano wetuli wano. Eguru lyonegeye nalyo obifunira wano. It's just that they cannot tell you because some people will sin a lot. They don't get no wakabu. Simanya abasubuzi bazizemu okwekyanga. Wanogati watira kubeera wakalu. Extended family is not an easy company to cooperate. Extended family is not an easy company to cooperate with because all the time they'll be after your own created peace, success and happiness. And I think the family from your mom's side might be safe. Hey, Kama Godwin, good morning. Andrew 256. Arthur, it's advisable to build or stay far away from your relatives. Otherwise, bajja kukolako emikolo. Okay. Arthur, kituufu abantu abo balogo nnyo. I went to the village with my mom. She was very strict. Nti towa muntu yenna sente. I'm 30, but she even shouted at me. Those extended families have a problem with someone that's doing well off, much better than them. They want to see you struggling with life. Zenaduka since 2019. For me, I can't even take money from my pocket to give someone, a member of the extended family. Good morning, Council Patrick Asiku. Chabu John, good morning. Nathan Sekaja, Edogo likusalako even when you're innocent. Now I see I will have my Caribou in peace and buy Mark 290. Mark 2 yechibina jo yazika. Ntali Samuel, good morning. To Hawarakira, good morning. Like Mose, after if you believe Dogo works, bewitching exists, then you know spiritual world is real. Antonio Agamba, Oyo Wenanas L200 double cabinet. That's why I told you, Ntibwe Bwetufa to gain a spiritual world. Good morning, car lovers. Unless they are contributing for me, nobody else can influence me. Maybe you, Arthur. Heath Moses, good morning. Though they influenced the monster in me and taught me how to control it by turning my own anger to minimum. If there is a dogo witchcraft, then it is approved of the spiritual world. Banji. Yesu abakozemu omulimu ate oguwera. You can be surprised eno side wali ababulira ne side wali abuli. Kati ani abulira ku bombi oba mu supervisor. Oli addamu buzi eme. Oliwe waperegesi. Ne wano babano. There are so many by the way. Sichireka ilo public holiday. Mule patro ke badde ntomedde. Sajja patro be yagala bannange. Sajja patro be yagala. Land Cruiser Prado mugirabe waliri ku billboard. Zetendabikidde bulungi. It doesn't have curves. Me I like cars that have curves. Bino Land Cruiser bino ebirina curves bino. Ebyo ze motoka n'ekiri eri wabagezaako kopa Tesla. Cars are supposed to have curves. They're supposed to have curves. But anyway, guys, we are talking about the extended family. Does it influence what car you buy and why? Because there is a time, by the way, I think I shared the story. We were looking for a car with someone, and this person said, I cannot buy a van. Omuntu asala obusazi okuva mu line nga tatadde mu yadde indicator. So anyway, guys, we are looking for a car, and this person, I was telling them Rachi toguze van because the kind of work that they were going to use the car for needed a van. Nangamba Arthur, I cannot buy a van. Nze tata wange yine moroke yo waka. Ninga abantu ba family bagifude ambulance. Buli kimu emoroka gye baagala ebatwale. Buli kimu emoroka gye batwale. Kati njagala angula akamoroka kange nga katono. Nga terya nyega. Okitegeera. Kim Semanda, good morning. But even if I don't, there is hell. I think we pay for our sins here on earth, and those are the problems. Means God is punishing you for the bad. Nengenda kweyisa ku street leero nefunire omukyala okuva mu balokole bangi bo bangi ababuulira enjiri naye wano tewali ate nga wano wali badde ono jaamu ono yali badde akola nnyo okubuulira ate kyewuunyisa babuulira enjiri they are miracles bo tebakwatibwako naye gwe jangu otandika okwogera ebintu bya Martin Luther King bajja kunona. So anyway, guys, it seems like all of you guys extended family mwagivaako ekola byeyagala. Extended family mwagivaako ekola byeyagala. Personally, I am the only one that influences the car I drive. As long as my nuclear family can fit in, I buy it. As long as my nuclear family can fit in, I buy it. And as long as the fuel consumption works for me, which take it, right? Like the other time we tried to put a paso set bond to a paso. Yeah, I think it's like 2015 model paso. And then it looked a little more spacious than the current paso. And then for me, something then came to me. If that paso did like 25 kilometers per liter, I'll definitely buy it. That's a reason for me to buy it. But if it does 18, 17, then it's then the paso is not baba anniversary. I think this is why all these guys are here. And you guys have just realized that you guys realize that it's only in Uganda where it's a taboo for you to be in free time. I've just seen in this piece where the police was arresting anyone that was standing in town. So I just realized, like, you go to countries like in Europe, people be there ngabatambula. And it's okay. Right? Like I've been to Europe and on a Monday people are seated city square and they are not judged for anything. But in Uganda, you not only get judged, when the police you go to developed countries and it's okay for people to actually sit be chilling back in the beach on a Monday. I think we work more. I actually think we work harder than most developed countries, but still we are underdeveloped. Right? I find that it's generally the population that works harder. Abantu abakola decisions for the country to take it forward, but maybe then it's different in Kenya because President wa Kenya akadi emyaka ebiri yakayingira obukulembeze naye akadiyidde, probably because he actually works. Probably because he works. So anyway, guys, extended family. Why extended family? Extended family. It's just that the stories I hear from people, and the deductions that I see people making, or the conclusions I see people making on their extended families. Binkangamu nengamba obeyangira kuba sinasembera bulungi sikalenga nkyali walanti nyizo okusembera ati nange ne bintuukako okitegeera ngebyo bikyali awo. Apart from the stories that we hear and we read about, what has your extended family done to you to get such a harsh judgment? Kati waliwo abatatukangako eno gye mpitanga yeebuuza Arthur ali ludda weeyo okitegeera. Kati waliwo Antonio eri side zeri eri yonna yonna abamanyiyo naye n'abatamanyiyo. Antonio side zeno yo obeera tomanyiyo eri ewala yonna yonna oba omanyi leero leni yeetambulidde mu Mukama ansaasire. Leni ntambulidde mu nkyamu naye kaneenyige wano bwe nti outback ogirabye bwe bagikola amajolobero amataala ne bagaddugaza. Leero ndi muleni enkyamu naye badde sirina kyakola eri ebadde ejjudde. Mr. Arthur olowooza bonna bali ku njiri abamu ba security. In a way it makes sense. Outback amugiraba bwe yanyirira mu kabulaaka ina kikkalakala awo ekitategeeka oba brown oba kaki okitegeera. Outback ina kikkala ekitategeerekeka. Hey, Jones if atugambye nti abamu si banjiri ba security naye nga mulimu bubebe obunyirira. Bubebe obunyirira tebuyinza kuba nga bwa security. Buteeka okuba bubuulira njiri. You live the times when the street preachers were ugly people, when street preachers were not smartly dressed. These days street preachers look good. Baby wenda byawo bubaddawo nga bukola street preaching akugamba tu baby twetwo nga tubebi tumalayo nga tuli mukubulira njiri ku street. Nyina muto wange nga avugako pastor nga amugamba byonna byokola tolina kubibeera, you are supposed to be an evangelist on the street. Nti Katonda yamulaga nti ono omwana alina kuba evangelist ku street, ebirala byonna byakola teriyo mukisa gwe. Naye olowooza tokubye ennyo, naye eyo nayo manyiyo Emmengo Wakaliga Nateete gye simanyi. Emmengo ne Wakaliga yo tamanyi n'omanyiyo, kati wano tuliwa. It's Faneru anniversary this Saturday. Many preachers this morning. Kakati these preachers bote bakola. Because today is a Wednesday. Bonga police tebayodde abaana kugaza landi eyo wansi downtown bakusanga mu kizimbe ne bakuyola. I'm even scared balinzo baba bayoddemu n'ababadde bagenza okugula. I'm happy seeing cars on the road than borders. Extended family yavukira akabasa. Atenze recently naye yali mukwano gwange naye I blocked her. Saagala abantu bankwe. Ebintu ebimu bye munyumya mmwe ku extended family nze binkangamu. Babuulire ebintu ebimu bye munyumya ku extended family binkangamu. Of course me, I'm not really that close to extended family. I keep my distance, not because of anything, it's just my nature to keep distance. Bwento bwendi. Sigament they have harmed me over and I think that's one of the reasons why ebintu ebimu bibona that they exist. I find that you remember how we were in school and the group of people that always got in trouble was the outgoing group. The guys that were in class, in dorm when they were supposed to be, they never got into trouble. It was always the guys that were outgoing that got in trouble. Mubi jukire ebyo nga byaberangawo. Kololo East Rise kati olaba nze n'amakubo sigenze nga gwako bugu. Kati ono wendi simanyi nze kyobumanya manyi nti ndi eno kuwampeewo. Okitegeera ndi eno kuwampeewo naye ebiddako byonna sikola ki? Ebiddako byonna sima. But this is I think Wampeewo Avenue. Because total Wampeewo Avenue eri awo wansi and then ene wagundi yani ono gaye yakafa Haji Ibrahim ani bali bamita Haji Ibrahim BMK Haji BMK Plaza building eri awo then waliwo hotel gye bayita batya then eno speaker apartments ye ne Wampeewo Avenue n'ebirala sibimanyi. Clay Wandera, how are you? Paul Banaria, hi, how are you? Yeah, Morad ke Momo Lugogo nedda Sebu Lugogo abadde ali Mwebagayi, the spiritual world actually exists, but I believe nze nga Arthur bwofa oba ofudde kyovula boyina okunyumira obulamu bwo ng'okyali mulamu bw'onoofa ogenda bw'ofudde people will forget about you in like a month okitegeera, but then they will move on with their lives. N'abantu abadde bakwagala ennyo bagenda kwesonyiwa. N'abantu abadde kubanga bakiraba nabo tebalina kyakukola kyovula balya ku zizo lya ku bulamu weeyagale. Give life your all. Bobo osazeewo okukola kintu kikole with your entire heart okitegeera, so that when you're on your deathbed togamba bannange nyina byesaakola bye nali nyina okukola oba I did half baked. You are driving SUV kafielda nga kali waze nabagamba rakitise eringa SUV. Arthur, in conclusion, does Excellium slightly give better? Yes, the very first time I got 13. Then the next time I think I got over 11.5. Yeah. Then I got 11.5. So yes, Excellium esawe no ampa better mileage. I think I've AC full time. Make kati ndi mu AC. Because I've been trying it ngangeze santi ne bwembera mu jam. Nti ndi wandege abatukutte. Esa sigarako sizikiza engine. Now, you need to understand that you not turn off your engine when you're in jam, slightly lowers the lifespan of your engine. But because I'm in a testing phase, ya miezi ebiri ya Excelium, I'm testing it. So I'm doing it so that I see what mileage I get when I'm in like yesterday nabadde mu jam ewandige waddakiika nange emmotoka etokota okitegeera 40 minutes ng'emmotoka etokota then neŋŋenda even in bwayise nitubeerawaawo saazikisa mmotoka. So I'm about to refill, then ngenda kubeera mbawa results nga bwe zitambudde. So yes, Excelium gives me slightly better mileage, and of course they say it has additives. Erinamu additives eziyambako engine okuwangaala. Then the other additives, they stop your engine from getting deposits, dirt, then of course the other additive gives your engine better fuel economy. That's why they call it the 3-in-1 formula. It gives you 3 benefits. I tell you still get it at the same price as the normal fuel. Yes, Clay Wandera, you don't just exist, you live. I live. Nze kati ebyokusurviving nabivaako. Still, even when you die, your spirit bagujayo and be used for ritual purposes. That's why nze nagaa njagala banjokye cremation. Nala concrementinga teri byagenda kumalaalo gange kuteekako bintuntu. They cremate me batwale evvu baliiwe ku Indian Ocean. At least waba omuzimu gwawe bagukozesa okosize Mombasa. Si muzimu gugutwala ate bagulimise ekyannamukaaka. Bagutwale bagukosize Mombasa nga gulaba ku bibbebi ebiri mu bikini. Okitegeera bakose kulongoosa zi beach ze Mombasa ze Zanzibar. Okitegeera. But me, I believe there is nothing like you come back and talk to whom. Abana banji bamuleka kati nze nakula ndi mulekwa. I know that if people could come back and actually impact what the living world does, then so many parents that died and left their kids as young as mine left me, they would actually come back and make life better for their kids. But since they don't, you cannot influence anything once you die. So if you can influence what you can influence right now, make sure you influence it for the better. Which take it, don't just make life hard. And I think the other thing I'm starting to not believe is karma. I think my belief that karma is a bitch, or that when you treat people badly, somehow one life will pay you back. Because we all know some bad people who will never pay for their bad acts. All we can do is celebrate when they die. They will never pay for their bad actions. Because it doesn't exist. There's nothing like karma. So if you want karma, you make it, you execute it. You execute it yourself. Schwarzenegger style. Abantu avuga emmoroka za gavumenti bavuga bubi mukama abasaasi. Oyo wa Corolla yenyize, owa Kidabo kabini oyo naye yenyize. Baba bawulira bafiirawo. Ate obuzibu obuliwo nti abantu avuga emmoroka za gavumenti. Abapa bagenda mu office butakola. They go to offices and just sit there. Anthony aina peregezi. Did you know that emizimu bagizibe emimwa? Ate omuzimu guba n'omumwa, omuzimu teguba na mumwa. that's a Land Cruiser with curves. Okitegeera naye ziri Land Cruiser zebakoze Land Cruiser eringa G2 simanyi nakumanya kibaliko. Guys, akamotoka akakali maaso mukalaba bwobanga ofunye sente zikagula kagule ako kavitiza ako bwobanga ofunye sente zikagula kagule akavitiza ako kalukumu 3 bwobanga ofunye sente zikagula kagule buy it. It's a very good car. Toyina gyogiraza tenywa eyina amaanyi tosobola kujonoona okitegeera. After you're right, like Jajja Musajja won't pay anything he has done to us. He won't. Susan, I happen to think that their kids will not pay, their grandkids will not pay. If their kids and grandkids end up suffering, it's not because their grandparents or parents did something bad to you. If their kids and grandkids end up suffering, it's because of the choices that their parents made. Let me give you an example. I've heard so many people talk about how the Obote family is suffering, right? I've heard people say nti family y'Obote tebayina kye bayina abazzukulu nabo babonye. They are not suffering because Obote did anything wrong to people. They are suffering because Obote did not prepare for them. Ekyo mberenga mukimanyi okitegeera. So when you're there saying mujja kubisasulira tebajja bisasulira naye ababulira enjiri bayitirivu, ababulira enjiri bayitirivu mubalaba ate muve ku biseera bire ababulira enjiri nga balabika bubi, bano balabika bulungi, eno side waliyo n'eri waliyo balabi. Ate abatabuliki be bayambalanga empale ezibatema, bano nabo bazambala. Industry y'enjiri ekulaakulanye nno omudde awo esinga performing entertainment kati. Kali temwerabira genda ku Saturday mufaneru temwerabira ani yatujjukiza wano eggulo. Someone reminded us that there is anniversary somewhere. Nemwe ekibuga kikyali kikalu. I don't know why. Abasuubuzi bakyali mu strike. But guys, me, I don't believe in karma. If people end up suffering, they had a mother or a father that was bad-mannered, they are suffering because instead of their parents preparing for them or preparing them, their parents were doing bad things. So they did not actually take the time to prepare for their kids or to prepare their kids. But if a person treats you badly, trust me, their children and grandchildren will not suffer. Obo yagala oba toyagala, they will not. And karma doesn't exist. So if I want someone to pay for the bad things they are doing, I make sure they pay. If I have the power to make you pay, I make you pay. If I don't have the power to make you pay, I let it go, and I understand that that's how God wanted it. Because if God wanted you to pay, he would make you pay. That's why when Moses was taking the Israelites from Egypt, when God was rescuing the Israelites, and the pharaohs did not want the Israelites to go, God brought things upon them because he knew if he doesn't do it then he might not do it. Even God knew at that time that karma doesn't exist. You get it? He had to revenge for his people, the Israelites. Then, when these guys brought snakes, he made sure Moses had a bigger snake. You get? Then he brought wasps. There were wasps, right? And then he killed the first sons. Even God made sure that those things happened there and then, because he knew if it took time, he might forgive them. You get? So I don't believe that karma exists. You get? Like when Jesus went to the Bajitabateyo, Yeka, when he went to the church where these people were said had made a market, he did not wait for karma. Like, you guys, you are destroying my father's house. We shall see. He did not wait for that. He went and spoiled. He went and spoiled everything in real time. He was not there waiting. Let us wait. You will see how God punishes you. No, he spoiled those things in real time. You get? So we have seen live examples that karma doesn't exist. That karma is not a bitch. So why are we clinging on to the idea that their grandchildren and children will pay? You think that the grandchildren and the children of the pharaohs paid? They don't. They did not, and they will never pay, because somehow God forgave them. And it's the same thing. Bobo manyo parking anga athaba manyo parking bobo wa yige motoka. In one go, got you with it. Kari guys, from Toddy Ronald, good morning. Nange manyi kama doesn't exist. Maybe kama be airport pickup wa kama kawaida oba Al-Khalifa aganaga. Okay guys, from what I've seen in today's discussion, none of you guys actually loves your extended family to the extent of you saying kangule nuwa bwetunaba tugenda mu nyembe nuwe ejja kuyamba konze ne family yange tusobole okugenda obulungi. So none of you guys actually are influenced by your extended family. I think it's the inexperienced lads that think kangule ne moro kijja tuyambako mirimu gy'ekika. The guys that are actually experienced stay away from their extended families. Not that their extended families actually have bad manners, but because they have manners that you don't agree with, which is totally okay. And in case you're there with people that are disturbing you, thinking that karma will pay them back, karma doesn't pay, because, well, my opinion is that karma doesn't exist. We have seen it in the Bible where God and Jesus did do revenge there and then. Like when I think Lucifer was doing things in heaven, God did not just say God said get out. You get? It's just God has been giving us examples. Get out. Yagoba Lucifer when Eve ate the apple, even gave her husband Adam. God did not say you guys will pay for it. He said go. So God has been giving us pointers that karma doesn't exist, that if you want someone to pay for their sins, they should pay there and then. And that's why sometimes you even hear people saying, every bad thing that you go through, God is making sure you go through it then, not later. He might forgive you. Antonio Random Things VIP, Mugalasi Joshua Mix Farm, Yombia Mark, Murad K Momo VIP, Tusime Eddie, Hashim, Football Tribe, Travel Live Vlog, Wabuye Nelson, Brigitte Kakai, Nathan Jones, Info, Paul Sema VIP, Godfrey Tambala, Kato Muhammad, Lucky Mose, Yaleman Africa, Talib Lusiba, Jombo Juma, Chairman Zach, Samuel Okiria, Ronald M. Kasenda VIP, Jay Sekaja, Lucky Mose, Chigoze Stanley, Godfrey Tambala, Kabali Moses, Senchinga S. Nicodemus, Louis, King Daniels, Nathan, William Chewalabye, Edrin Edi, Kutosi Nicholas, Sebugwao Medi, yes, Kamukama Godwin, Andrew 256B, Kanso Patrick Asiku, Chabu John, Ntale Samuel, Twa Hawalakira, yes. Nabali Mukamoli, I don't take it for granted, guys. Thank you very much for being part of the broadcast. Kim Semanda, yes. mulowooza sebamazeeyo bantu bange. Paul Banalya, Clay Wandera, Kabali Moses, Nzereko Stash, Susan Entebe, Toddy Ronald, Kagwa Marvin. My conclusion is extended family nagivaako dda ninywera beer. Yes, anyway guys, I wish you a very lovely day. Thank you very much for being part of the broadcast. Mukama abo mukisa mujukire kama doesn't exist. If someone has done something bad to you, they should repent now. Mukama